Hi guys, Jesby in the UK. It's the 24th of July 2018. Just bring you a quick update video on Proof of Weak Hands 3D. It's been a while actually since I've done a video for this. But for those of you who've subscribed to the channel and followed the videos I've been doing, you'll know that I got involved with Proof of Weak Hands 3D several weeks ago now, if not a couple of months ago. It was something that I saw on YouTube. Craig Grant was actually talking about it back then, and I don't believe he's actually promoting it now or doing anything with it. He's set up a couple of zero-sum games, master node type things of his own. But in fairness, he gets a lot of bad press in one way that I don't think half the time is justified. He's probably one of those characters a little bit like Marmite. You either love him or hate him. But in this instance, I would just like to thank him for bringing this to my attention, because it's basically sort of delivered big time over the last few days. Now, what kind of happened is there was loads of clones of Proof of Weak Hands 3D that came out, and everyone was chucking their ETH and buying coins in another program, and some were out and out scams. Proof of Weak Hands 3D has always been here, steady as, and I'd built my sort of little holding up to around about 62 P3D tokens. If you understand how these games work, basically as people put money in, or they take sell their tokens and get out, they pay a small tax, if you like, or a surcharge. Those payments that are made are actually put into the pot, distributed out amongst the token holders. So a way of earning rewards is every time there's that type of activity within the game, if you like. Because these shouldn't be viewed as, they're not really investment sites. In a way, it's a sort of a game you're playing. And the real test is, are you going to hold your hand steady, you know, hold a strong hand and not sell out when the Ethereum in the pot starts to sort of take a downward slide? Because if you stay standing and you're the last one in it, you do potentially, you know, you could earn quite a lot in terms of dividend rewards, because all of those 10% will be coming to you. I maintained right from the off those 62, even with all the other things that were coming out. I wasn't going to touch them, left them as they were. And in fact, what happened recently, you will see here on the charts. We go from the 12th of July, where it was just around 7,300 and odd Ethereum in the contract. Literally over the 18th and 19th, you'll see we've gone right up to oh, sorry guys, I don't know why it's doing that. If I can get it to stay steady, you're looking at a peak of around about 73,415. I think we're hovering at around about 69,000 yeah, Ethereum in contract at the moment. So you can see that massive growth. For ages, that's one of the reasons I haven't done a video in literally so long, because it was kind of in this sort of just sideways activity where there wasn't really a lot of dividends being earned, because obviously with these contracts it needs something happening with the coin, people buying or selling, to create that volatility in the market, which means you're getting the 10% paid on all that activity to get the dividends. Well, as you can see, I mean, that is just one massive spike. Now you might ask, what's actually caused all of that? Well, I will now show you. Hang on one second. Well, basically, guys, what's caused that sort of flurry of activity is the go live on FOMO3D. Now, FOMO3D is literally like an add-on game, if you like, of the Proof of Weak Hands 3D network. Now, this is basically, you're not buying, there's no coins, there's no tokens, so what you actually purchase doesn't have a value that could be exchanged, if you see what I mean. How it works is it's basically a game where there's a timer running where you've got 24 hours. Now, if nobody was to buy any more keys and this clock would drain down, the last person to buy a key would win whatever is in the contract. So currently you're looking at 21,469 ETH, so that's a little over $9.6 million dollars approximately. So what kind of keeps this sort of long game going is the fact that you're always going to get people who will come in regardless of the cost of the key. Currently a key is 0.005 ETH. I do have keys in this. I'm actually just not logged in under the correct MetaMask wallet, because the one I'm showing here, account 1, I have 2 accounts. Account 1 is live because that's what's showing my figures up in the Proof of Weak Hands 3D. But yeah, so basically I've taken a very small sort of stake in this one. But this was literally, you know, it was obviously started from a zero sum, and it's only been going, God, I'm trying to think now off the top of my head. If it's been going a week or two, if that. I don't even think it's been going that long, guys. So literally to shoot up to that amount of Ethereum. Now what they've done is the people that were in Proof of Weak Hands 3D have held tokens. They basically are being rewarded because the activity that's gone on within this game is generating dividends that are also being shared with the P3D token holders, and I'll just show you here. Blah, blah, blah. So P3D earns you passive ETH dividends from its own volume and all our 3D games. So basically, as I explained on the main Proof of Weak Hands, you get the 10% that are taken when you sell or when you buy in, and it's distributed, but also the dividends that are coming from these 3D games that they're setting up. So you can see there the daily volume, average daily volume is 2,533 ETH, and the average daily dividends are 253 ETH that are going back. So of course that by default created, it even shows you here actually my my Vault earnings in the other contract. Sorry, so I have 63 tokens, which is 2.05 ETH, and my dividends are worth 0.8380. So yeah, that's what basically created more of an interest in people actually obtaining the tokens in Proof of Weak Hands 3D. So as things stand at the moment, what I basically did, I built up around about, I think it was about $150 approximately in rewards. I then reinvested that literally a few days ago, and if I come down here you'll see what I did. So I purchased 13.8774 P3D with 0.2530 ETH, which was basically what I built up in dividends. But then with the way the actual contract price was skyrocketing, I thought, well, let's take a bit of profit out of that. So you can see a day later, I've actually done a token sell. I actually sold 13 P3D. So I never touched my original 62. I just basically sold a little bit less than I'd bought the day before. But you can see for 13, I actually got 0.3662 ETH. So I made 0.11 Ethereum profit on that. So that is now sat in my dividends thing there, and I'm slightly above the original 62 P3D coins that I wanted to take. When I originally came into this, I put in about 100 US dollars, and then I brought over $300, which was pure profit from another ICO thing that I was involved in. Put that in, so all told I had about $400 that was in here. Again, if you've been following my videos, you'll see a good few weeks ago there was another sort of spike in activity on the program where I withdrew over $100 out of here. So I always had sort of $300 odd sat, which was still live money, but it wasn't sort of risk money, if you like. It was profit from another program. But what I'm actually going to do now is take this, the rewards out, leave this as it is, and then anything else that comes on from here I will reinvest now, because this, what's left is then totally risk-free to me, if you see what I mean, because I'll have taken out, with the other $100 odd I've already taken out, plus what I can get now, I've got the money I put in originally into this, I've got back, so I'm more than happy. Why am I making the video? Purely just to say sometimes you've got to trust your gut feel with these things. I mean, there were so many people saying, oh, get out of proof of weak hands 3D, oh, you know, it's not going to last, and it's this, that and the other. But there was just something about this one that I thought, no, this is something, just sit tight. You know, don't panic, don't sell it, don't go into the next shiny object. Just sit tight on this one, and I'm really glad I did. So, yeah, there won't be any links below because I'm not really in this for like referral earnings out of it, etc. So there's plenty of other people on YouTube, guys, that you know, will have their masternode links out there if you'd like to join the program. But you know, I'm not really into that, so there won't be any links below. But I just wanted to do an update so you know where I'm at with it. You know, did it pay off? Is it working? And is it still something that's viable? Which I think it ticks all the boxes there. So let's go and do the withdraw the tokens. Right, okay, and what I'm going to do, we'll put the gas price a little bit higher. Let's say go to 10. Oh, on there, let's submit. And my withdrawal request has been transmitted to the blockchain, awaiting confirmation. So I'll come back in a second once we see what's going on. Cheers, guys. Hi guys, literally that took around about 2 to 3 minutes, and that 300, I think it was about 77 that I had in my account is now in my MetaMask wallet. I had around about $4 previously in there, so that's now in there. Probably what I'll do, I'll transfer that over to my Coinbase account. And just let that sit over there at the moment. I may do like a withdrawal into fiat currency and transfer that out to my bank. But that's it really now. So whatever happens with the P3D thing now, it's pure gravy really, because all of my original sort of stake money in it is out. That was it, guys. Just wanted to show you that, you know, sometimes it pays to stick with programs if you've got a good feel about them. And certainly with Proof of Weak Hands 3D, it's worked out for me. And again, just like to thank Craig Grant, who originally made me aware of this program. So hats off to you, dude. Okay, and that's it for now, guys, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care.